Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video on Bitcoin. Wanted to do a quick update. I mean, this is I tried to cover it yesterday, but yesterday made a little bit less video due to some personal circumstances. But today we're back with the daily update. So the situation for Bitcoin is a bit difficult, all right, and to be honest, I mean, with Christmas, Christmas was pretty good. I mean, Bitcoin did go down, but there were enough opportunities in the markets to still make some money. And right now, the markets are a little bit less great, to say the least. All right, because Bitcoin right now, I mean, obviously we're in the holiday season. It's Friday, which is usually more volatile and more difficult to predict. The volume is still pretty high, but just in general, I mean, the market is just very much reacting to Bitcoin. Bitcoin itself is a bit consolidating. It's not really bullish. It's not really bearish, which is always difficult to play around with. And that's that's the situation right now. Bitcoin on its own, if we look at some numbers here, you can see the open interest is practically the same. I mean, there's not much going on. I mean, the open interest, we had a bit of a spike on Wednesday. That's also when we were relatively bullish, and I just clicked it away. But that's also when we were relatively bullish. But since then, it's kind of been at the same levels. Like on average, it's been right here at around where we are right now, around 12.7 billion. So there's not that much momentum. The market structure, as you can see, is very much a consolidation. So that's between the bottom right here, between 40,500 and then 44,500. And I see no reason, look, fundamentally, and most of you know this, but fundamentally I'm bullish on Bitcoin, right? So that means on the longer term, on the medium term, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. But on the short term, there's, I don't see, well, I do see a possibility in which we can rally, but it's definitely not the most likely scenario to me. The most likely scenario to me is that we are consolidating right now, and that it very much is the question whether the bottom of the consolidation is right here around 42,000. So that's the support of Tuesday, but also of yesterday evening, so far at least. Or whether the bottom is a little bit lower between, let's say, 41,500 and 40,500. And at this moment, I mean, to be honest, I actually do expect somewhat of a continued drop. Like I said, I mean, there's no reason to believe that we're going to be bullish with the open interest that we're seeing and the moves in general. It's obviously possible, but you can also see technically that we're respecting the 100 EMA right here. What is still true, and that is actually quite important, but what's still true is that if you look at where the liquidity is on not the last month, but the last week. What you'll see then is that there's way more liquidity. Is this the last week? Yes, it is. There's way more liquidity to the upside, right? So there's way more liquidity at 44,000. But there's also liquidity to the downsides, right? I mean, it's liquidity does not always need to get hunted. I mean, we saw right here the 28th of December, we got close to that huge liquidity pocket, but didn't get there. So I'm actually, it depends a little bit on whether Bitcoin is able to break above this 100 EMA. Around 43,000. If we are able to do that today, which is a possibility, then it's more likely that this is the bottom at 42,000, and that will consolidate between 44,500 and 42,000. But given the situation right now, I would still say it's more likely that we'll drop down a bit lower, down towards 41,500 and 41,000. So those are my thoughts for now. Of course, if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to check out my premium and signal group. Very valuable, but that's obviously I'm a little bit biased on that, but check it out. For now, thank you for watching, take care, and bye.